Shell Show. Welcome to another Shell Show for 1947. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us once again. The Shell Show Quartet sets the mood for tonight with a bright and breezy brand new hit, My Heart Goes Crazy.
Past the time of day, do you have to smile at me that way?
My heart goes crazy.
It goes bump-de-bump-bump. Can't we just shake hands and feel at ease? Do you have to give that extra squeeze?
My heart goes crazy.
It goes bump-de-bump-bump-bump. My doctor told me this has got to stop.
He never heard a beat like hippity-hippity-hop.
When the conversations go and fine, must you get your lips so close to mine?
My heart goes crazy. It goes bump-de-bump-bump. What'll I do? You got me crazy too. Conversations go and fine, must you get your lips so close to mine? My heart goes crazy. It goes bump-de-bump-bump. What'll I do? Won't you tell me? 'Cause you got me crazy. Can't you see I'm hazy? Yes, you got me crazy for you.
Here's a man who does the work of two. The Shell Show presents Alan Clapham and Dwyer Rowe as he gives another of his famous impressions of these great English artists.
Ladies and gentlemen, as my partner Clapham has not yet arrived, it is my intention tonight to recite to you that very dramatic poem, The Village Blacksmith by Longfellow. Yes, well, now I know much better one than that. It's all about the old lady from Kent. Oh, so you're here at last, Clapham. Where have you been? Well, I'm sorry I'm late, old boy, but I got tied up with a girl. Really? Was she a Sydney or Melbourne girl? Well, I don't know, really. But surely, my dear Clapham, you can always tell a Sydney girl. Yeah, but you can't tell her much. Ladies and gentlemen, The Village Blacksmith by Longfellow. Couldn't you make it the village inn? Buy me a drink? Oh, it's good, isn't it? Oh, very good. Quiet, please. Under a spreading chestnut tree, the village smithy stands. Yes. The smith a mighty man is he? With large and sinewy hands. Large and sinewy what? Hands. I'm sorry, old boy. I thought you said glands. Oh, my mistake. And the muscles of his brawny arms stand out like chickens in steps. His hair is crisp and black and long. Well, why doesn't he go and have it cut? I mean, it'll only cost him 1 7. It's gone up a penny now, you know. Well, look, I wish you'd be quiet, Clapham. His face is like the tan. His brow is wet with honest sweat. Yeah, just like a government man. Oh, that's good, isn't it? He looks the whole world in the face, for he owes not any man. Yeah, well, that's more than you can say, Dwyer. I mean, you've owed me 10 bobs since last cup days. Time you coughed up. Oh, it's terrible, really. Oh, get on with it. Week in, week out, from morn till night, you can hear his bellows blow. What's that? Yeah, that's the bellows. The fellow's blowing, thing. They do it with. Look, I wish you'd be quiet, Clapham, and let me get on. You can hear him swing his heavy sledge with measured beat and slow. Well, that's your very silly thing to do, What is? To be out with a sledge in all this sleet and snow? I mean, you're getting pneumonia, I think. It's not that kind of a sledge, you idiot. It's a sledgehammer, and he swings it with measured beat and slow, like a sexton ringing the village bell. Yes, well, now talking about ringing the village bell, I knew a very nice village bell once. She was a very nice piece of, sliced and up, cut off the, very nice piece of homework. Not that kind of a bell, you fool. This is a bell that was tolled. Yes, you told what? It wasn't told anything, it was tolled. T-O-L-L-E-D. Oh, that's a very old joke. Even I know that. Somebody told the sexton, and he went and tolled the bell. Yes, I fell out of the cradle laughing at it. Yes, and you've never been the same since. Anyhow, to get on. The children coming home from school look in at the open door. They love to see the flaming forge. My dear fellow, you can't talk like that. I mean, you can say the blinking forge or the blooming forge, but you can't say what's terrible. I said the flaming forge, and I mean the flaming forge. The fiery forge. Forge, you know what it means, don't you? Yes, I had a brother once. He was very good at it. He used to make 2 bob bits from beer bottle tops. He did very well, too, until I caught up with him. Oh, I've had enough of this, Clapham. I definitely can't go on. I'm going home. Yes, well, now, that's the best news up to date. But before you go, can you lend me 2 pennies, Dwyer? Lend you 2 pennies? Why? I want to make a phone call. Really? Yes. I want to ring the village bell. Good night.
Here's Pam Corrigan's song for tonight, How Deep is the Ocean?
How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses are sprinkled with dew? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky?
Shell has always been proud of its products, and it considers that nothing is too much trouble which enables these products to be guaranteed. This is the reason why Shell seals its pumps, just as it was the reason for Shell sealing its pumps for many years before the war. They are sealed to be sure. It's a service which, since it was started, has proved popular with motorist and retailer alike, because there's the same satisfaction in buying a guaranteed product as there is in selling it. You can be sure of Shell, and from the Shell pump, you can be sure of getting Shell. Most motorists want Shell, so it's sealed to be sure. This is Bob Gibson Shell Show Band playing a special arrangement of one of George Gershwin's catchiest melodies, Lady Be Good. When the highly successful production No No Nanette goes to Adelaide in a few weeks' time, the star of the show, Charles Norman, will naturally go with it. And so tonight will be Charles's final appearance in the Shell Show. Let's show him by our welcome that we're sorry to see him go.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry also to be leaving all you nice people. That goes for my wife, too, doesn't it, Pat?
It certainly does.
Ah, there speaks a girl who can dish it out but can't cook it.
Charles, you know my leaning is more literary than culinary. When I cook breakfast, I read Bacon. When I bake a cake, I read Browning.
Well, next time you grill the steak, don't read Burns. However, let's start packing. Is my big trunk here?
Oh, so you are an elephant, Charles.
Why, Bob?
Well, you said once before you were working in the show for peanuts.
Bob, do you know what I'm going to give you for a farewell gift?
No?
Well, close your eyes. Now open them. Now tell me, what do you see?
Nothing.
That's what you're going to get. Pat, where are you?
I'm busy cleaning your favorite ashtray.
Which one is that?
The carpet.
Oh, come on, let's check what we're taking.
One statue of Napoleon.
Check.
One bottle of medicine.
Oh, yeah, that's something to clear my head.
He means one vacuum cleaner.
What happened to the cocktail shaker?
Oh, she got married yesterday. Oh, are you applauding because you like that gag, Walter?
No, I just try to stay awake.
I'll have you know, Walter, I've become quite famous in Melbourne. Everybody knows me. In fact, I can ride anywhere on my face.
It looks as if you've been doing it, too.
Oh, look, take no notice of Gibson, folks. When he left school, 3 doctors tried to remove the dunce's cap. It's a pity the operation was a failure.
Do you want this photograph, Charles?
Let me see. Ah, yes. That brings back memories of the last World War.
An old friend.
It's an old friend, an officer, and a gentleman. 3 of the finest fellows I ever knew. However, let's continue checking the packing list.
Right. The grand piano.
Check.
The harp.
Check.
The sponsor.
No check. Well, I guess we're almost ready. The pictures are wrapped, the lampshade is wrapped, the canary is wrapped.
What's the canary wrapped in?
The cat.
Oh, I see. A swallow.
Now wrap up the towels.
But they're wet. What shall I wrap them in?
Blotters. Here, wait a minute. You've only packed 1 towel.
Well, you've only got one face. If you had another one, you'd wear it.
That's nice coming from my own wife. The only reason I'm taking you to Adelaide is I'd rather take you than kiss you goodbye. Give the rest of the towels to Bob Gibson.
Oh, thanks, Charles. Say, I didn't know your name was Menzies.
Well, I've got to make some money somehow. Here, hand me the sound effect. We'll pack those in the trunk, too.
Oh, what about this steamer whistle effect?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a beauty. Quick, open the trunk and put it in. Okay, close the lid.
What about this telephone effect?
Oh, yes, that's the one we've used since the beginning of the program. I wonder if there's anyone on the other end. Hello? Is anyone there?
Yes, I'm waiting for Windsor.
Quick, quick, open the trunk, Pat. Put the telephone effect in. That's it. Now shut the lid. Phew, hope this trunk doesn't fall open while we're trying to carry it out. Now, what else can we take? Bob, hand me that rain effect.
Charles, but there's no room for the rain effect.
Rubbish, why, there's even room in the trunk for me.
Ah, the wind effect.
Here, Bob, be a good sport and take the trunk outside with you while I think of a farewell slogan for my last program.
Make it the last shall be the worst. See you later, Charles.
You know, I've got a good mind to take the microphone as well. Come on, Pat, give me a hand with it.
You can't do that.
Who was that?
George Foster. He'll be using the Shell Show microphone from July the 16th.
Telegram for Mr. Norman.
Oh, thanks. No. Oh, it's from my friend, the manager of the broadcasting station in Adelaide. He says, very happy to hear you're coming to Adelaide. Have just the right place for you. All you have to do is to lift the manhole cover and there it is. Well, isn't that nice of him? He wants me to join him. And speaking of joining things, it's time we joined our ship. Come on, say goodbye, Pat.
Cheerio, everyone.
And goodbye, fellas. It's been fun while it lasted.
And so we see Charles leave the studio, hop into his taxi, arrive at Port Melbourne Pier, and embark.
Well, come on, Pat, let's try and find the captain.
Oh, here comes someone dressed up like the man outside Hoyt's. Perhaps that's him.
I beg your pardon, sir, but are you the captain of this ship?
You said it, landlubber. I'm the captain of the ship. Well, I can't waste time with you. I've got to see the dentist about the ship's teeth.
What do you mean, the ship's teeth?
The bridge.
Oh, I certainly bit into that one. Have you always been a nautical man, Captain?
Oh, I should say so. Why, when I was 15 years old, I was a champion swimmer.
That's fine. And do you know any good dive?
Not in Melbourne, boy. Not in Melbourne.
So you're the captain of the ship, eh?
Aye, sir. That's me. The captain of the good ship, Donut.
Donut? That seems a funny name for a ship. Why do you call her the Donut?
Of course, she's a sinker. Come on down to my cabin and we'll have a glass of lemonade. We have no beer.
How jolly.
Boy, this is a snappy ship. In 18 days, we'll be in Adelaide.
18 days? How come it takes so long?
We've only got one tugboat.
Say, Captain, do you call this ship a steamboat or a schooner?
Oh, don't be silly, Charles. It must be a steamboat.
Why are you so positive, Pat?
Well, there's always beer in a schooner.
Well, we're about to shove off. Will you stay with the ship, or do you want to swim?
I'll stay with the ship. I don't want to get there before you do. Welcome over. So long. Well, look, Pat, everyone's coming down to see us off. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Well, there he goes. What a fine fellow. What a great comedian. I'll miss him. We'll all miss him. I know we've all been a little too harsh on Charles during his stay with us. A little kindness to him would have meant so much more than the roastings we handed out to him. Speaking for myself, I feel that his going takes something out of my life. A little ray of sunshine he was. I'll never forget him. I don't know how we'll ever replace him.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it, Walter, I'll come back.
Oh, no, you don't. You get back on that ship.
Well, I must say goodbye to the listeners first, Walter. I'm going to say it like this. Good
goodbye, Melbourne town, Melbourne town, goodbye. I am leaving you today for a town that's far away. Though today I'm stony broke, without a single crown. If I make a fortune, I'll come back and spend it in dear old Melbourne town.
Goodbye, Melbourne town, Melbourne town, goodbye. I am leaving you today for a land that's far away. Though today I'm stony broke, without a single crown. If I make a fortune, I'll come back and spend it in dear old Melbourne town.
Goodbye, Melbourne town.
Oh yes, Charles, goodbye to you.
I am leaving you today for a town that's far away.
When you leave us, Mr. M, you take the best of luck with you.
If I make a fortune...
A fortune? How?
Well, I'm going to take a bag of alarm clocks and sell them because they're always half an hour behind there. And that's how I'm going to make it.
And I'll come back and spend it in dear old Melbourne town.
Dear old Melbourne town.
Thank you, Charles Norman. We've had a lot of fun together, Charles, and I know I can speak for all the Shell Show folk and all the Shell Show friends throughout Australia when I say, here's wishing you the very best for the future. The show goes on as ace trumpeter Freddie Thomas steps out of the band to play and sing a very brilliant interpretation of the modern classic, I Can't Get Started.
flown around the world in a plane. I've settled revolutions in Spain, and the North Pole I have charted. Still I can't get started with you. On the Gulf Coast, I'm under par. Metro Goldwyn have asked me to star. I've got a house, a show place. Still I can't get no place with you. 'Cause you're so supreme. Lyrics I write of you, I dream day and night of you, and I scheme just for the sight of you. Baby, what good can it do? I've been consulted by Franklin D. Great Agavo has had me to tea. Still I'm broken-hearted, 'cause I can't get started with you.
The Shell Company does not scatter superlatives haphazardly through its advertising. When claim is made of superior or exclusive merit, it is no casual figure of speech, but a sober statement of fact, following exhaustive tests and full consideration of the competitive field. The Shell Company believes in its own products, backs each one with the whole of its great international reputation. Shell advertising is an expression of this belief, a simple statement of sincere conviction. Incidentally, Shell products are constantly under test by the public, and it would be plain foolish to exaggerate when every consumer gets immediate proof by performance. You, as a motorist, must frequently make decisions between this brand and that. When such a moment comes, bear in mind the truth epitomized in the phrase, "You can be sure of Shell." Another Shell show has come and gone, but you can look forward to hearing from us at the same time next week. Until then, this is Walter Pym speaking to you from the stage of the 3AW Auditorium, Melbourne, and saying good night to you all from producer Harper Wilson, musical director Bob Gibson, and all the Shell Show folk. Good night, and don't forget, you can always be sure of Shell.